I remember the first time I ever tried to create a team, putting a team together. So you all think it's pretty easy, put a bunch of people together and give them an objective and see if it works. But I quickly realized just how difficult teamwork actually is. In fact, it's become my life journey. I'm figuring out what makes effective teams, what makes effective cultures. And today I want to share with you 6 steps in creating an effective winning culture for your team and your startup. One of the first and most important elements to creating a winning team culture is making sure your team feels psychologically safe. See, Google in their Aristotle study were able to study a number of their teams across all different departments and found that the most important quality in high-performing teams across their entire organization were teams with high levels of psychological safety. Psychological safety is a team member's willingness to make mistakes, take risks, speak up without a fear of repercussion. See, psychological safety has become this foundation for all effective teams. Psychological safety allows us to have vulnerability, which allows us to have trust, which allows us to have effective relationships that grow teams. And step number 2 in creating a winning team culture is making your team feel empowered. Now, we make them feel empowered through very clear structure, role clarity, and pushing decision making down to the lower ranks. What we want here is we want to make sure that everyone knows the sandbox that they're allowed to play in, because if they understand their role, they can feel more empowered to actually make decisions and move around in their own space. By lowering decision making to the lowest ranks, we give them permission. We tell them, I trust you, but we do more than just tell them, we show them. We give them an opportunity to make decisions on marketing, on sales, on business, on product, on what they think will help move forward. See, our team members have their ear to the ground in the work that they do. And the best way we can help grow team members and grow our team is by empowering them. Step number 3 in creating a winning team culture are teams that embrace conflict through communication to create commitment. Let me break that down one more time. It's teams who embrace conflict. They don't fear conflict. They don't shy away from conflict. They don't tippy-toe around conflict or play office politics. No, they embrace conflict in team meetings, and they use that pressure and that debate and those discussions and those uncomfortable feelings, they use that as an opportunity to create deeper commitment in their team. See, conflict is the journey to truth. When we put ideas under pressure and our teams feel comfortable enough to debate with each other on what they think is best and what they think is working and what isn't working, then we've allowed them to really be an effective team and really create a culture that they feel empowered and they feel psychologically safe in. So you perhaps noticed that so far I've given you 3 of these steps and that they actually stack onto each other. In fact, they do. It starts with that foundational psychological safety. We can't empower people if they don't feel psychologically safe. But once you empower them, you have to give them room to speak up. You have to give them room to debate, to conflict. And unless we have really good conflict, we're not going to have that commitment that we're searching for. And so that's how our first 3 levels actually stack on top of each other in creating a winning team. Now, step number 4 in creating a winning culture is a team that contributes to a culture of leadership. What does that mean? It means a genuine belief that anyone on that team can actually be the leader, where leadership is fluid, where different people take leadership opportunities in the moments where they have the strength and they pass it on in moments where they know other team members have the opportunities. So a culture of leadership is key for teams and winning teams. The culture of leadership involves fluidity, involves a growth mindset, and lastly, it involves coaching. It involves the managers and the team members to see themselves as coaches, where they start to apply the coach approach in helping empower each other and grow each other. Once teams have a culture of leadership, they're able to advance into the top 2 levels of what make winning cultures. At our 5th step in creating a winning culture, team members feel a sense of contribution and impact in the work that they do. Yeah, we're getting into that higher level stuff. A sense of contribution means that they feel that the work that they're doing genuinely contributes to the overall goals of the organization. They don't simply feel like a cog in the wheel and a cog in the entire machine, but they feel that they're having an impact. They feel like they're having contribution. And that's key. And last but not least, the 6th part to creating a winning team culture is having an all-encompassing vision that the entire team can rally behind. See, when we're so clear about where we're headed and what sort of future we're creating for our team, what future that our company is building, then our teams can rally behind that. And a lot of times what happens is that teams believe that this is the first step. They start with creating the all-encompassing vision and they focus on iterating it over and over again in different strategy sessions and different retreats. Well, what they forget is that actually it's the sixth part in this foundation of team building, where we have to build layer after layer. And only near the end can we really rally them behind this big vision, this very clear sense of priorities on how they're building. And so there you have it. We've got 6 steps to a winning team culture. It starts with psychological safety. Then we add empowerment through structure and clarity. Then we reinforce it through allowing our team to have conflict through effective communication and deeper commitment. Then we add a layer of a culture of leadership that allows everyone to feel that they're part of leadership and that they are and can impact each other through a growth mindset. Then we add a level of contribution and impact where we are mission driven. And finally, our all-encompassing vision that is our North Star that points to where we need to be and where we're going, that allows everyone on our team to push and create a winning team culture.